Cause Radio and TV broadcasting to talk my talk. I hope you guys are ready because we do have an interesting show tonight. I have a special guest with me. As always, and what you guys will learn is that I'm going to bring somebody here to have a conversation with me who is doing something inspirational on the low or publicly to find out about what motivates them to do and be who they are. So please help me to welcome my very special guest, Miss Karla Kennedy.
Hi, everybody.
What's happening, Karla?
Nothing much.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Doing good.
I'm excited for the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So listen, before we get into the meat of it, why did you say yes?
Honestly, that is a good question. So, and I don't even know if you know this, but I had a nonprofit. So, but also I was like do trauma-informed therapy and coaching and all that stuff. So I was always like on podcasts and things of this nature. But lately I told myself, like, if somebody asks me to come on something, I'm not doing it.
Why?
Because I just feel like I'm past that part.
Okay.
And so, but I also remember you probably asked me to do this probably like 2 years ago.
Did I?
Yeah. In a message. I seen it in a message. I'll show you. But you asked me to do this a while ago. And then I was just like, it's okay. It's cool. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm here.
Seriously. So 2 years later, hold on, I want to see that message too. Because 2 years ago, I was running Tell the Truth Tisha. I've had so many podcasts. So this one right here, I think, is my grand finale. Not today's show, but just, I don't think that I'm going to rename anything else. I've had Leticia's World, Leticia's Point. So this is Leticia's Point of View, Tell the Truth Tisha, The Lunchtime Chronicles. Lord have mercy. So we are back here again. So again, everybody, Karla, thank you for saying yes.
No problem.
So I know you guys are wondering, I always have a story for how I know these people. So I met Karla in 2013. It was in 2013. Her and I both took classes at the University of Phoenix trying to pursue our bachelor's degree. And we had to meet on either a Tuesday or a Thursday, and we had to be there for, 4 hours? 4 hours once a week. And Karla came in one day, and I guess the teacher asked us about what we had going on. And Karla shared that she received an opportunity to be personally trained for 1 year by a personal trainer. What was her name? Tracy. And then she also got a free membership to work out at a gym. Some of you may remember it as Naturally Gifted. And I was looking at Karla and I was like, oh my God. Because they were supposed to film you. You were supposed to go on like talk shows and share your journey.
You remember well.
I remember because number one, it inspired me. While I was sitting there eating my bowl of Chipotle. Okay. And so I was thinking like, dag, if she can do that, what's my excuse? And so I asked you, I said, where are you exercising at? And she said, Naturally Gifted. And she told me where it was. And I was like, oh, I've seen that place. And I'm going to tell you how I saw it. Because I would be riding up Lee Road to go to, what was the name of the store that sits there on Superior and Lee? Oh,
it's
God.
Like a convenience
yes.
store.
Dairy Mart or something like that. I would see the people outside running while I was on my way to go get a milkshake.
Facts.
And then come back down
facts.
and see them again running. And I was like, so I know that place. So, excuse me, Karla invited me on a Tuesday night, and it was a ripped 2.0 class. And I was like, baby, it changed my life. So, number one, I am grateful to you for that. I don't think you know that.
Gotcha.
So, thank you for sharing your story and saying that. And then, fast forward, we did challenges together.
Weight loss challenges.
Weight loss challenge.
I remember.
Yes. And
you got a good memory.
And then we broke up for 10 years.
Ooh. I hear you.
So, What you break up with me for, Karla?
Okay. So, I mean, if we're completely honest, right? I think what it is, and this is just me as a person.
Yeah.
I think as a friend, I'm an all or nothing friend. So if I am in communication or close to someone, I'm just all or nothing. And so I feel like during that time, what I can remember, you were going through something. And I feel like we were talking about it. And I feel like I was there for you, like as a friend, as much as I could be.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I'm not saying this is right, but it's just my truth. I feel like you made decisions that I did not like, especially being someone who was trying to be there for you and support you and be a friend.
Yeah.
And because you made those decisions, I was like, I'm good. And I'm more mature now, but like that stance, so to speak, it's still kind of like how I am.
Yeah.
I will help you. I will be there for you. And this is just in general. I will walk through the dark with you and all of the things.
Yeah.
But the moment that you decide you want to make a decision that I feel like keeps you in that place, I'll be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I don't always, my I gotta go isn't always I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's just you'll never see me again. And like, I don't communicate that. I may see people, never speak to them or nothing. Like, I just turn it off in my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's okay.
Yeah.
But my truth is, I'm just an all or nothing person. And when I feel like, when certain things happen, I'll be like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I really don't voice that.
Yeah.
So that's the truth.
Did you know that? I didn't. Honestly, because let me tell you.
Did you figure that could be why?
I did not. Then
so you
never
just had
even
no
crossed
idea
my
at
mind.
all.
So I thought that there was something that happened to you at church, because this was something that was told to myself and the other person that was in the group with us. And I was like, well, what do you mean? So they were explaining it, and I was like, well, I mean, she could have just talked to us about whatever it was, and then we could have figured it out. And I was like, well, you know what? I have to leave people where they are. If they make a choice to walk away, it's nothing that I can do. And so my interpretation of it was something completely different. So I respect wholeheartedly. And please believe I'm on the same page as what you are relating to me about whatever it was. Okay? So I respect that. So thank you for opening up as much as you feel comfortable to let me know that.
Got you. So I know the person you're talking about, but I don't know the situation they could have told you.
Yeah.
And then I don't necessarily know that I went and told anybody like, hey, I'm not talking to this person anymore.
Yeah, they didn't say that though. That wasn't what they
said.
Because
I'm not I'm not a gossiper or something. So I'm not a person who's gonna be like, oh, this is their business. They chose this and I chose to work. Like, that's not who I am.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that I share that with anybody for them to be. So if they did share something with you, it was their perception.
Right.
Versus a truth.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
what
that's the real truth.
But that piece about what you said never came up. I thought it was something completely different for 10 years, I should say. So it was something like completely different.
Nope, not at all.
So I know you guys are looking like, wait, what? Did they just air out something? This is how grown people do it, people, okay? Sometimes you got to step back and get to a healthy space. And now let me say the healthy space. So we were leaving out of Burn maybe, or Step a couple months ago.
You talking about shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was standing at the locker, and Phil rolled right over to me, and he was like, what size shoe you wear? And I told him what size shoe I wear. And he was like, for real? And I was like, for real? And so he comes back and he says, somebody gave this to you as a gift. And I was like, well, who was he just talking to? Right? I'm doing a process of elimination because, I'm a natural born investigator. Check the spelling of my name. The last parts are CIA. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. So, anyways, I said, well, tell her she could have came over here and talked to me. I mean, it's been 10 years. I would have,
And he said that too. But he like, it's been 12 years.
So, bring the shoes over. We can talk. Like, I would hope that whatever it was we could talk about it. And so I think that was the opener for the conversation to not be awkward anymore.
Okay.
And to be around, the interaction wouldn't be so. I don't know. This just my
Your
point of
perspective.
view.
I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
So what happened with, so here, me in general, because I think a lot of times we don't understand that how we experience people is not necessarily us, it's them.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we assume that the way that people treat us is a reflection of us, but sometimes it's just a reflection of the unhealed trauma that they have and what they refuse to grow from or haven't grown from yet. So I'll say that to say that I am a person who is like, I'm very stubborn in the sense that if I've ever, and I'm doing better, but if I've ever decided that I was not dealing with a person anymore, like I take that to my grave. And I'm not saying that that's mature.
Yeah.
But what I am saying it is my truth. So a lot of times there are people who I've been friends with for 10 years and I decided this ain't gonna work no more. And I see them and don't speak, and I mean, God bless. Like, they don't even kind of exist to me. But I say that to say that, like, so I was just in a space. I get in a space personally when I'm not dealing with anymore. Like, oh, okay. And so it wasn't even the not speaking, like, especially like fast forward towards the compound. It had nothing to do with like anything new. Cause like you said, we hadn't talked in over a decade. It was just like, I made this decision 12 years ago. I'm standing on it 12 years later.
Stand on it.
Like,
she's standing on business.
But I mean, it's still immature though. And as a, like, because I do a lot of coaching, I'm a trauma-informed coach, other things, so I'm aware of my own issues. But what happened was I had bought some shoes, and I had bought some tennis shoes for myself, actually, and then I couldn't fit them. So I thought of someone else at the gym, and I was going to give them to her, but her feet were too big. So then I asked Phil, I said, hey, Phil, do you know anybody at the gym who wear this size? Who can use some shoes? And then he was like, no, I can't think of nobody. And then I seen you walk past. And I was like, is somebody behind you, but I don't talk to them. And he seen you in the mirror and he like, who? And I'm like, he like, I asked her. I'm like, okay. So he came back over. He like, she wear that size. I said, here, go take them to her. He said, go over there and take it to her. But I said, here. But it wasn't like I didn't have any like malice or feelings in my heart or anything, because it was so old. It was just, that's
standing on business, right? That's it. I mean, and I can respect that.
Not even in a like, I say that not in a prideful way, but just like in a matter of fact, and that's my truth way.
Yeah, so, I respect that. I mean, like, you can't do nothing but respect that, and I feel like if more people operated in that way. Of being mature enough to say it without it being aggression and also
or offensive
feeling offended behind it, and being able to sit and listen to somebody else's perspective of you sometimes can be hard for people to even process. Like, what you mean? No, you're not talking. No, that's not. But you really don't know. So you have to be open to listen, to be able to hear it. And then rebuttal. But I don't have anything to rebuttal because it's just.
But I have a question. When I say, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but when I say like there was a situation that was going on and I felt like do you understand? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. We
can talk about it.
Okay. No, we don't. I was just wondering if you had an idea of. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, another time, another day.
I just wanted to make sure what I was saying didn't sound foreign to you. That's all.
It did. I was right there.
Okay.
It fell on. It came out for you, and it fell right onto me. So I got it 100%.
Okay.
And you ain't got to say less. Hey, as the kids, say less. Okay. So, forgiveness. I guess that would be for me being into it, because we are both the same sign, if you guys didn't know. We're both Sagittariuses, and so
Fire, baby.
we know how we know how to shut it down, okay? So she shut down, I shut down, okay? And I was like, well, I'm carrying this too. And yeah, I see you. Yeah, you losing weight. Yeah, you got on crop tops, whatever. But I'm still not speaking. I'm still not gonna say good job, even though in the back of my head I'm like, yeah, she did that. She
Got
doing
you.
that.
I got you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So I was like, okay. But when it came, I'm like, my level of petty only goes so far.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, and then I'm like, all right, it's over with. Because once it's out of it, and then I'm like, I can pull back too and feel comfortable. Then I'm like, all right, whatever it was, let's talk about it and laugh about it, and be able to move forward in a positive way, to still encourage, still motivate. You got a nonprofit? I was like, no, she not. I'm finna get one too. So I was still watching, okay?
And then another thing I will say, I think it's different too, because sometimes how things end, right?
Yeah.
So things can end with like you not knowing like why or how it ended.
Yeah.
But it didn't end in chaos. Like we wasn't arguing with nobody. I mean each other. We ain't had no falling out. It wasn't no cussing out. It wasn't none of that.
Right.
It was just like I talked to her yesterday, and then now she see me. She don't speak. I haven't talked to her. Like literally.
Yeah.
So it was. I want to make that clear, because had it been like different or something like that, but it was never anything like arguing or cussing out or none of that.
Yeah.
It was just like
it was a complete shutdown, like almost like, now you see me, now you don't. You can still see me, but you just not seeing me. I'm like, you ain't gonna see me. Like it ain't. And she stood on it, and I was like, to our homegirl, like, what's up? All three of us Sagittariuses. That's the thing. That's the connection.
Right. Their birthday the day before mine.
So I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
We still cool. We kept that up for years. So, but I'm glad to be able to sit down, because
that's so crazy, because I probably ain't talked to the other person in 10 years either.
Are you kidding me? We about to fix that.
Well, it's just me. It's just to say, like, that's just me universally.
Yeah.
And I'm not, it's nothing I'm proud of.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And a lot of people who know me, they'll be like, Karla was my friend. That was my friend. That was all of that. And now she don't talk to me.
We used to talk on the phone all the time.
All the time.
I mean, so I just want you guys to understand that my extension to her was for breaking the silence, forgiving, and then supporting.
That's dope.
And so I wanted to be able to let the world see what it looks like going through some things, learning, growing, accepting, healing, forgiving.
And you know what? I will say this. So she asked me to come on. She didn't tell me about what. I had no idea. I was just like, okay, I'll do it. And so we've had, like, even since the shoe incident, since she received the shoes, we haven't communicated. So it's not like we reconciled.
Right.
We just acknowledge each other's presence, and we speak to each other, and we may communicate through stories on Instagram. But like, this is the first actual, like, sit down, talk about it, all of those things. So I think that is a level of maturity on your behalf, just to be like, you know what? I don't know what happened. I'm probably going to find out tonight. When I find out, it'll be fine. I'll still forgive. Like, that is just a high level of maturity that I don't know that I necessarily have the capacity to do in a moment, like in a real time moment.
Thank you.
Because sometimes I have to process things, and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm very authentic, so I'm not going to give anything that's not real.
Right.
So just for you, like, I want to commend you for being willing to, like, just do it in the moment. We didn't talk about what we were going to talk about or anything of that nature. And then now I'm finding out, like, you didn't even know why. And I tell you something on the spot, and it's just like forgiveness. And so just kudos to you for being able to have a heart that has the capacity to forgive in real time.
Thank you. Child, I'm a work in progress. Let me tell you something. I think it's something about turning 40.
I'll be 40 in like 5 months.
Okay, so you're going to see what I'm talking about when you get there. The level of my mind is different. I'm operating in a different space where now I have the flexibility to be not only a mom, but I can be who I need to be for me that I didn't get a chance to. That's being unapologetic in my actions. That's also being forgiving.
Forgiving is big for me. I ain't gonna, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but that's dope.
And then listening. See, the thing is that, God gives us a conscious mind to be able to hear him. And some people turn him off because he's leading them away from the thing that they're like, no, I want to go into this. And so for me, at this age, I've had to learn how to lean into him so he can lead me. Because doing that, he has led me to places that I could not even imagine years ago. I did think about it, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to because I am choosing grace and understanding and compassion. So that way I can receive the blessing on my end.
I got you.
Child, let me just share this with you. I had a situation where I was working with somebody at the gym. And I was helping them build their business off the ground. I mean, when I say I did all of the marketing, y'all heard her say that she was a trauma coach, right? I'm a certified life coach, okay? 2020 is when I certified life coach, life purpose coach. I didn't even know she had that, but you see how I'm keeping tabs. No, but no. So I helped her, and she was making all this money. Now I got kids at home, and I'm dedicating my time. When I dedicate myself to a client, you are a passion project of mine because I'm helping you to become the ultimate version of yourself in the public's eye. So that way they can buy into you as a brand, trust you, feel relatable with you. I'm actually seeing the purpose and the vision in your vision. So I'm like, hey, we 6 months in. Are you going to pay me? And I received $250 for 6 months, where I know that there was buku funding made.
That got to be less than $50 a month.
So everybody was like, you going to say something to her? And I prayed about it. And God said, don't say anything. People would see her like, oh, I'm going to say something. I said, no, don't say anything. Not one word. God said, don't say anything. I'm like, okay, God, I'm trusting you. I am trusting you. I trust what you are saying to me is going to help me. Didn't say anything. She was telling me about all these things that she bought, bikes, paid off her debt. And I'm like, wow, all of this off of my sweat and my back, my talent, my creativity. And I'm like, okay. The next month, I got my first client. Second month, I got my first client. She asked me to build a flyer for her. I did it within like maybe 2 hours. Sent it back to her. The whole thing was completed. She hit me back 3 days later and was like, can you build a website for me? Then contracted me for a year with her business to do her marketing. From there, other people started coming into my business. I started getting client after client after client. And all I could think about as I'm registering for my business's name, getting certified with the city, sending off my documentation to get certified with the state. God, you told me don't say one word. And because I was obedient and I listened to you and don't think that I let it slide what happened. Okay, that's what he said. Don't think that I'm letting this slide. But because of your diligence and your obedience and your patience, I'm about to open up all these doors for you. Watch what I do for you. just because you listen to me. Mm-hmm. So from there, that has been my motto. Whatever it is, develop patience, understanding, and forgiveness, and also give grace to it. And don't hold it.
I hear you. I do. And it's not, I think for me, because I've walked through, like a lot of my friends, they consider me the therapist or the coach. So whenever they're in their, like, in their timing where they feel like they need a coach or somebody to walk them through something or a therapist, they call me. So I have walked literally through the darkest seasons with most of the people in my life. And I feel like a lot of my relationships, and also like I have a gifting, like God has gifted me, but a lot of my relationships, I don't want to say they pull on my gifting, but they just see me as the person who like, hey, if I'm at the bottom, like I know I can call her and I'm gonna be good. And I have always been the person who like, okay, we're gonna get out of this. Let's create a plan. Let's do this. Like I got your back, right? But I think for me, sometimes when you hear the cries of people in their darkest moments and you have a desire to truly help them, to truly be with them, to truly see them through it, you're interceding for them, you're praying for them, even when they're not even aware. And then you see them go back to the same pit. It puts you in a place like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, so for me, I would say it's hard for me to like, and I don't think this is coming up in my mind. I don't think it's just hard for me to show grace, I guess, in the way that you do for different reasons. But God bless you. Like wholeheartedly. And I can't, it's so crazy because I was going to say I desire to be that way, but I can't even say, I don't even know if I can say that in full truth.
Yeah.
But it just, I know that it takes a certain type of person and a forgiving heart, somebody who's willing, what does the Bible say? Somebody hit you on one cheek, turn the other cheek. And I'm just, you hit me, that's what you want to do.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know, but I commend you. Because I don't know that there are a lot of people who they have created. So I'll share that. Karla's journey came from me working out. Because I was working out when we started in 2013. And Naturally Gifted will always have me on their social media. So there were so many people. There are people who come to the compound now who will say, I'm here because I've seen your story. So Karla's journey came from me sharing my weight loss story and so many people being inspired by my transparency that they started their own journey.
Yeah.
And then they started losing weight. So I've always been a person who was able to inspire people enough to do something, whether it was losing weight, whether it was starting a business, and then I will walk people through the process, right? And so I've always been this individual who will like really just be there for you and get in it with you and all of that stuff. But then when it gets to a certain point, I'll be like, please.
Time to go. Yeah. I got you. I got you.
And
and that might be my downfall because I'm like, I see it. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna hang in there.
God bless you. I truly believe that there are 8 billion people on this earth, and that means I am not the one to help you. I'm not always the one to deliver you. I'm not the one to save you.
Yeah.
There are 8 billion other people, million or billion, but however, like I am not the one. You are not going to keep stabbing me while I continue to heal and try to help you.
Ooh,
I don't have the capacity to do it. And I remember so I had Karla's Journey, which was a nonprofit that helped people heal, live, and thrive through trauma. And I did so much throughout the city. I had quit my job to like fully pursue it. It didn't work for me. So now I don't even talk to me about Karla's Journey. Okay. Because I'm in this place where I'm like, no, thank you. But I share that to share like during that time, I was so committed to people and committed to helping people. And I feel like when I let go of that ministry, so to speak, you can't let go of a ministry and let go of your character when your character is a healer, when your gifting is healing, when your gifting is prophecy. Like you can't let go of those things, but you try to release them when you release that.
Yeah.
but you can't always do it. But now people be like, hey, I need you. Hey, can you help me with this? I'm like, sorry, talk to God about it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really one of them people who like, now it's like, I'm more wise in how I help people and how deep I get into stuff. But just the ability to like stick around and still, like somebody had played me and been like, gave me $250 for 6 months. Baby, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so just, I mean, it's a balance.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was hard. That was hard. That was the hardest thing that I had to do. But it was like, it was a test. And it was like, if you pass this test, what other test can you pass? Right?
I hear you.
If you can pass this test and not react, because listen, as I said, we're Sagittarius. So there is another side that is, it's not safe for anybody. And I hate that it's like that sometimes, but I have to contain her, keep her tucked away, keep her under wraps, because she can ruin something.
I hear you.
And I can save it. See, I have the capacity to say, hey, I'm in my right mind. If we do this, then this is going to be the outcome, and you don't want that.
I hear you.
So, yeah, so me choosing grace is because I know what the other side looks like. And being a mom of 5 girls, I have to show. It's so, and I'm not saying anything against other moms, because I respect all moms and their decisions on how they choose to raise their children. I may not pick up those habits for my kids, but I carry myself in a way that my children can say, that's my mother, proudly. And I'm aspiring to do and be like my mom. Because she's resilient, she's hardworking, she's dedicated, she's honest, and she's loving.
I hear you. I'm not a mother.
Yeah.
I'm not a mother, but I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I think one of the things for me is I've always been authentic, and I think a lot of people have always been drawn to my authenticity.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I have to, like that fire that you're talking about, you're like, I gotta tame her. I don't think I tame her, but I try to have balance.
Yeah.
In such a way, like, I do have a pure heart. I am very giving.
Yeah.
I will help. I will walk through anything with you. I will be there for you and all of the things. But the moment I feel, I don't know if it's a tame, but I try to have a balance more so, because anybody who knows me knows, like, Karla could be something else, but Karla got a good heart, and Karla is this and Karla is that. So I don't necessarily know that I try to hide the part of me that is very passionate, because anger is passion.
Yeah.
But but I definitely try to, like, just mend together, so it's like a good balance,
a healthy balance.
But I don't always win.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like,
yeah,
God bless you, good luck in life. I see you on the other side if we make it to the same one.
It's so many words. So, you brought up Karla's journey, and you said you don't want to revisit that from the weight loss.
No, you can talk about what you want to talk about.
Well, no, so that's just leading me to now, to 2025, 2026, this transition that you've made back into your fitness.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay, so Karla's journey originally started from weight loss. But then in 2018, I turned it into a nonprofit. And that nonprofit was a nonprofit organization that helped people heal, live, and thrive through trauma. And so while it was introduced because of weight loss, because I literally feel like Karla was sharing her journey with the world. Yeah. And there were so many people starting their journey because they seen Karla's journey. And so then as like I grew, because that started in 2013. So then by 2018, I had started getting more into like trauma informed, helping people,
Okay.
therapy, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it had transformed.
Mm-hmm.
So, so now if we come to 2025, 2026, like this weight loss journey has did me dirty, y'all. It has done me so dirty. So I'll go through it really quickly. 2013, there was a woman who was like, hey, I want to help you. I want to pay for a free year of a gym membership and personal training for you. And I was like, okay, cool, dope. And then that was in 2013, I was like, it happened November 1st. So November 1st, I was 26, but I turned 27 November 30th.
Okay.
So it's like 29 days before my 27th birthday. Anyway, first time I ever did a jumping jack, been in a gym, anything. I didn't even know I could lose weight. I started at over 300 pounds. But I was 300 pounds by ninth grade. Like, I was like 100 pounds when I was 3 years old. So I had been morbidly obese the entirety of my life. But so when they had gave me this opportunity and I was at the gym and I started working out with Phil and Philip. No, Philly and Phil. Yep. I know them apart. My bad. But when I started working like that, I remember the first day, like trying to do a jumping jack and crying because I could not.
Yeah.
And so when I seen my transformation in that year, like within that year, I had lost like, I think almost 100 pounds naturally. Like literally just follow. I felt like a whole new person. And I felt so indebted because Phil was the owner of Naturally Gifted. So I felt indebted to Phil. And even after the year was up, he gave me another free month. And like just for someone to bet on me in such a way, and not only Naturally Gifted started in 2013. So he started as a Black business owner in March of 2013. And 8 months later, he gives me a free membership. Like he was still building his own brand.
Right.
And so when I say I love that man and I'm indebted to him, like his heart, but him giving me a chance gave me the opportunity to see like, oh, Karla, you could do this. But so I had lost all that weight. Then I got out the gym. Life happened. Gained a lot of weight back. So I was going back and forth. And it has just literally been like lose 100 pounds, gain 150. Like it was just always something. And so this time in 2025, I told myself, I'm like, hey, we got to get back to it.
Yeah.
But this is different. We ain't got nothing to prove. We ain't trying to prove we could lose 100 pounds real quick. Like we are trying, because I said I don't have kids, but I want kids. Well, if you want to be a mother, prepare yourself to be a mother. You going to have a 3-year-old kid and then you can't run a playground with them and you going to tell them, no, let's sit down because your weight ain't good enough.
Right.
Like if you want something, prepare for that thing that you want. So I'm like, I got to get my health in order.
Yeah.
So this wasn't about like, oh, let me go lose a quick 100 pounds. This was like, let me change my life. And so I started back in like September. I was training. I was in the gym. Because when I'm in the gym, I go hard. Yeah. That first 3 months, I lose a lot of weight. I'm doing good. But this time, I got stopped because I tore my Achilles. So the whole time, I'm thinking I had heel spurs. And it wasn't heel spurs. I had bone in my tendon in both of my Achilles. And so one of them tore. Oh, my God. So that happened in May. And so I haven't been to the gym in like 2 months. So now I'm mad at myself. I'm like, this time it was supposed to be different. But even when I had my boot on, I was still training with my trainer.
She was, because I was there.
Then he stopped training altogether.
Just shut us down.
I can't do the classes. And so now I just haven't been working out. And sometimes I beat myself up and I'll be like, hey, like you told yourself this time you wasn't stopping. And I'm like, hey, I can't control this stop. But what I can control is what I put in my mouth. What I can control is how I see this. What I can control is how I come back. So it's like I haven't been at the gym. I haven't been posting on social media because I was always posting workout and stuff. And it's like I just stopped posting altogether because I can't post workout. But what I realized this time is I don't feel defeated. Good. I don't feel like, oh my God, you're going to gain all this weight back. I'm like, no. You got to heal your body in order to get back to the place where you want to be. So you take time to heal. And in this healing process, you make sure that you control the part of your health that you can. And when you come back, you will come back better. You will come back stronger and you will be okay. Yeah. And so I think I even view like
Guess what that is? Hold on before you say that. But guess what you just gave yourself?
Grace.
There it is. There it is.
A little bit of grace.
That's all you need.
A little bit of grace. And so now I just see this so differently. And I get sad sometimes because I look at people in the gym and I'm like, damn, I was doing so good. I'm like, I was so proud of myself. But I ain't worked out in about 5 weeks. I haven't gained a pound.
Okay, good.
And I'm still losing. And then I just have to tell myself, like, because like I said, I'm an all or nothing person.
Yeah.
So I was all in.
Yeah.
So now you telling me my Achilles sore, I can't do nothing. And it's like, I can't even work out again until November.
Yeah. November?
And
so, wait,
really
you can't
December.
do weights?
I can't do anything. I can do weights.
Sit down and do weights.
I can do weights. I can. Because that's what I was doing with my trainer when I had my boot on. But my thing is, if I'm completely honest, I ain't going to go to the gym and do it by myself.
Right.
And until my trainer get back, like, I ain't going to nobody else.
That's what I was told. September, because I'm waiting too.
You know, so when my trainer get back, then I go back to him for sure. But in the meantime, it's just like, I'm not beating myself up.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, like, we'll be back at it when we can. And we'll heal in the meantime.
I like that attitude because I'm facing a slight injury here. And I'm just like, you on a roll, you're doing good. And then bam. So what is this telling you? So you need to slow down. You need to slow down and you need to pay attention. And I'm also giving you things and you're not listening and you're not paying attention. So I'm going to get you. And I got. So in the meantime, in between time, my job, they're doing like squat challenge. So 25 a day. You know, I go in the bathroom. I'm like, they ain't about to outdo me. So just trying to limit it. But I think I messed up my calf with the boot on.
And that's the thing. You can't overdo it. Because then what I realized, and this isn't just with like your body, but just period. Like, if you do not give yourself time to heal, and if you do not do what you need to do, you will end up hurting things worse than what they already are.
Yeah.
And you will either have to spend the rest of your life working through pain.
Yeah.
Or sit down longer. So it's better just to like
sit down. Sit down.
Sit down for the time you need to and come back better. And so like I work at Cleveland State, so we as employees we get free rec membership.
Okay.
So I could go to the rec and stuff, but really there's nothing I can do that would be good for me outside of like aquatics, like water aerobics or something like that. But I'm just like, hey, just chill out. Discipline what you put in your mouth.
Yeah.
And you'll be okay. So yeah.
I think that's the main key point of having a plan. Executing the plan and then holding yourself accountable. I know that holding yourself accountable when you have somebody, because we used to do group calls, group text. We would send our meals. Like we was
close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we were super, and I still got pictures of us like from back then. We were super, super close. And it all started because we went to, school together. But then like when we got to the gym, we was close. We was talking all the time. We was real close. Yeah, we used to do everything. We used to have meal plans. We used to be like, and I can remember the people that was in the group. We did a few weight loss challenges together, and
so that's why it was important for me to have the conversation. And when I sat and I thought, and Tanya Lynn, hey auntie, she said, okay, baby, you got your show coming up, and I was like, huh. Oh, that's right. And I had already asked someone else, but I didn't double back to them. Okay. Because I had asked them months ago.
Okay.
And I said, you know what? Holy Spirit said, ask Karla and see. And so I sent her a message and she was like, yeah. And I'm like, really?
And I thought about, because somebody else asked me to come on like their podcast, but in a different capacity. Because I feel like this is like, I don't have to be a coach. I don't have to be none of that. Like I'm just sitting down, I'm chilling, right?
I told you.
But I have really just been in a space where I'm like, I'm not doing none of this.
Yeah.
So you really just asked me at good time, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. And then somebody asked me like, hey, do you know what it's going to be about? I'm like, it's just going to be a sit down talk. Like, and it was, so the timing was right for sure.
Perfect. I've been doing this so long. I've gone through people wanting to do scripts and people wanting to do pre-records. I started off doing lives. I literally put my phone up in a lunchroom with people being overweight, eating on camera, and letting people listen to us and watch my big behind eat. So I've done a lot of things, and I feel the best results that you get are when you sit down, you know the people, and you can have genuine, honest conversations. That's not scripted. And I told you, I said, I'm going to wait because I got something that I want to talk to you about.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is nothing to do with you and I. This is about who you are growing to be.
Oh, okay.
Because this last part, I do want you to be able to leave something for somebody.
Oh, okay.
Who's going through something.
Okay.
To give them some encouragement.
Okay.
All right, so let me read this. For 16 years, I was abstinent.
Oh, child.
Then last year, I wasn't. I spent years believing I was waiting for my husband, but the longer you wait for something you deeply desire, the easier it becomes to convince yourself that a substitute will do. Looking back, I'm not even upset that I broke my abstinence. What bothers me is who I broke it for. Because what I've learned is that sometimes we settle for what feels good, even when we know it isn't good for us. And often, the issue isn't really sex. The issue is loneliness. The issue is the desire to be loved. The issue is wondering whether what God promised will ever happen for you. Sex was never the root. It was just the fruit. Come on, rhyming. The root was a heart that was tired of waiting. Today, my prayer isn't, God, help me stay abstinent. I've already made that decision. My prayer is, God, don't let the weight of waiting cause me to make decisions that satisfy my flesh while starving my spirit. Because I've learned that the strongest temptations are rarely about the thing itself. They're about the void we're hoping that thing will fill. So this post is for the people who know what it feels like to settle because they're tired. The people who accept the substitute because they were afraid that the real thing wasn't coming.
You ain't got all of it, though. But I hear you.
Oh, it's more?
Yeah, but it's okay. Go ahead. That's a screenshot.
Yeah, I screenshot it.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Please. Can you speak to that?
So, tell me where you stopped at real quick.
I stopped at, okay, let me get back to it. Where it said the people who accepted the substitute because they were afraid the real thing wasn't coming. That was the last part that I saw.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay. She's searching for it, y'all. Because I got a couple questions. And time is almost up, so.
Because the real thing wasn't coming. The people who keep fighting battles at the surface while ignoring the wound underneath. My prayer for all of us is that we stop asking God to manage the symptoms and allow him to heal the root. Because when God heals the root, the stronghold loses its power. And what God has for you is too valuable to trade for a temporary answer to a permanent longing. So over the last few days, God has been speaking to me. And a lot of times when he speaks, I'm transparent.
Yeah.
Right? And so I have been in this season where I'm kind of mad at God. Not mad at him. I'm bitter. Because I quit my job to pursue Karla's journey. I did not have a job for 2.5 years. No income. I never lost my home, though. I'm a homeowner. I never lost my home. Lights was never off, all that stuff. But once I got back on my feet, and I'm recovering well. I'm 10 months in a job. I'm recovering well. But
Congratulations.
I was bitter because I'm like, God, I feel like I did this for you. And you could have screamed no if you didn't want me to do it.
Right.
But I ain't have to go through all of this. But I feel like there are some people who are like in this space in between. they're in between who they're supposed to be and who they were. And that's where I feel like I'm in this space. And it's like in between. And I was abstinent for 16 years. And last year I gave it up for Lucifer's son. Ooh. And I was so sorry. I was so sorry. But I was more so mad at myself because I was aware. Yeah. I have a prophetic gifting. I knew what I was doing. Yeah. But as women get older, they tell you like their hormones get crazy and they can't really control when they're ovulating and stuff like that. So I allowed something else to control me.
Yeah, your mind right quick.
But it was on my heart that like there are a lot of people, a lot of times on social media, people just show you their highlights. But there are a lot of people who have made decisions based on them trying to orchestrate the life that they want versus trusting God to give it to them in his timing versus waiting to be like versus being preserved in the moment to be positioned for what God has for you. But instead you want to cultivate your own thing. You want to walk into something. So you would rather have crumbs than waiting on God to bring you the loaf. And what you don't understand is you're going to have to heal from that decision you made. And then you're going to have to wait longer. So you'd be better off just waiting on God. So if I could tell anybody anything, if you are in the middle of a season that just feel like it broke you or it took a lot out of you, or if you are currently paying for decisions that you made on your own timing because you was not willing to wait on God and to listen to him, I encourage you to release, surrender, and just trust God. Release it, surrender it, and literally like fast and pray and trust God to bring that which he has for you. Yep.
That was good. That was good. That was a mouthful. Like I'm speechless because you said a couple things that are just resonating. You know, wait.
And waiting is hard.
Yeah.
Waiting is a very hard thing. And then not only that, a lot of times we're waiting and when we believe in God, we don't hear him speaking. Oh. And a lot of times when you're waiting on a parent and he's not speaking, sometimes silence can feel like abandonment. And so you like, hey God, I did this because you told me to do it and now you went silent on me? Am I delusional? Am I not hearing you? Do I not know this God I think I know? And I think we get so caught up in wanting it to happen in our timing that we can't even allow God to manifest us into who he's calling us to be. Because a lot of people, like, I want to be a wife, I want to be a mother. Well, baby, if you want to be a mother, you're going to have grace. Yeah. If you want to be a wife, you're going to have to be a lot more forgiving. Because you about to move somebody in your house, you think you ain't going to forgive them and you're going to tell them go on with your life? That ain't how marriage works. Right. So a lot of times we're asking for something and we don't even realize that our current character doesn't even fit. Yeah. The title in which we're asking for.
You speaking.
So I think a lot of times what we have to do is we have to, if we're willing to, we have to self-assess and say in such a way like, hey, so I want to be a wife or I want kids or I want a man. But do you have a forgiving heart? Do you have grace? Yeah. Because that won't, if you don't, it won't survive. A relationship won't survive. So I think a lot of times we get so caught up in what we want that we don't acknowledge who we need to become and allow God to help us become that person while we're waiting. Yeah. Yeah. You speaking. Yeah. You can't even speak today, huh?
Not really. Listen, that's what happens when you decide to have an organic, authentic conversation. You never know where the Holy Spirit is going to lead you. So, Karla, where can people follow you if you're open to that?
Nowhere. See me in these streets if you see me, okay? No, listen, I'm being completely honest. Like before it's not that people can't follow me because you can follow me. You can follow me on Instagram at Karla's Journey, Karla with a K. It's not Karla's Journey, it's Karla's Joyful. So Karla with a K, Karla Joyful. But honestly, yeah, I don't know.
That's it. She don't know. You have some inspirational things on there for, and I'm going to say that I could say the plus size community because I've lived there for years. Yeah. Okay. Even in this current weight loss journey, it's still, that's my community. That's where I have understanding for. So, but you have videos.
Yeah. So I had a lot of my life is just a transparent thing. So it'll be, so even when I'm not in the gym, I'll still have something up there. Like now I just started a Substack where I'm starting to like write and stuff like that. But so I have a lot of before and afters on my page. And then I have a lot of like things of me being in the gym and things of that nature. And yeah, so I mean, if you follow me, you'll get encouraged one way or another.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
Lately, I've been in my stories more than I actually been on my page, but I'm always saying something to encourage somebody or inspire somebody, or like that's just who I am. So, but yeah, if you follow me, Karla Joyful, or if you see me, just say hi.
And say that's Karla, y'all. Well, I do definitely want to thank you for your transparency.
No problem.
Thank you for sharing and airing, expressing.
I got you.
And for us getting that understanding. Thank you for being willing to even sit down here with me today. It's super easy, guys. If you would like to come sit down on the couch with me and have a conversation and be open and transparent, you know where you can find me, Laticia_Haynes on Instagram. And then the same thing on Facebook. Follow my business page, fab_5_marketing_. You can get all of your marketing services. I have people texting me right now as we speak, sending me their things. So I'm like, I'm like a Jamaican. Okay, I got to keep it going. But if I can leave you guys with anything, don't forget to smile at somebody, because you never know what your smile might do for them. Your smile just might be that thing that person needs to help them get through their day. Smiling is infectious and contagious, and it really can help somebody out. And then listen, I want to let you know, get out of your own way. The only person stopping you from doing and achieving the thing that you want to achieve is you. So stop self-sabotaging yourself, okay? And what's the word of the day, Karla? Grace. Give grace. Even when you feel like you shouldn't, give grace so you can see where things turn out for you. I've been carrying that with me for a while now, and I think I'm going to continue to carry it until God stops showing me these blessings. So, to Auntie and Kaz Radio TV Broadcasting. Am I saying that right, Larry? KAZ Radio TV and Broadcasting, or none of that all. He like, no, just stop. You see it on my page. But I will be back, I believe, in September or August. I'll find out from Auntie. But thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure that you follow, like, and share. Have a wonderful evening.